What's up, guys? Pretty lucky to have him with us today. He started out on MySpace and migrated to Friendster, migrated over the airwaves, and he's been navigating a long time. Everyone's favorite surge in general. Given that he's a top-tier predisposer with tendrils and all kinds of pies, and he's been laying a lot of pipes in all kinds of new developments, I thought we'd sit him down and ask him a few probing questions. So, just to get started here, what's your long-term sustainability strategy?
Well, I just kind of put lambs in a grinder and they come out as low-level executives, right? I've always dreamed of falling in love with a woman named Caroline, and no one can really remember a time when Persia and Iran weren't the same country. But that's just the way the courthouse crumbles.
Right, so let me get this straight. Crimes of youth can never be forgiven in old age, but Sonic the Hedgehog sexually excites you with his electric blue turbulence?
Well, let me just put it this way. I mean, I've got a flannel wallet in my pocket, and I'm balls deep in Miracle-Gro, so I'm a strictly localized awareness, and there's salt on my skin that dogs can lick off.
Right, so does eternal life belong to the living?
Gut-churning anxiety has been a constant feature of my adult life. I literally legally changed my name to Captain Bicycle because BMX bikes were the only thing connecting me to grassroots elections campaigns.
This is something I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask other guests in the future, most likely. Do you like to party with the yellow mulch?
You mean do I like to pound the plastic stapler?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I'm trying to ask is when you're prepping some raw adulthood, do you usually season yourself in advance or just trawl through your box and see what turns up?
Well, on paper, none of our achievements have any real lasting context, but the kids do go wild for the caramelized onions.
Yeah, that's true. Do you have any particular administrator that you feel has the same consistency as the one you grew up with?
I've certainly done some unorthodox things with the structural integrity of my clients. I once stranded a toddler in the labyrinth of his own uncertainty and remotely pinged it with plastic and glass objects until it accepted more favorable terms.
Okay, yeah, it's been very informative, but in your professional opinion, were all dinosaurs innately bisexual?
Well, I'm not saying I'm a saint, but if you want to step up to the big leagues, you have to cry yourself to sleep on a lace pillow every now and then, right?
Yeah, I think most people would agree with that. Have you ever had to push the people beneath you harder than they were prepared for? I mean, how do you maintain or how do you kind of flex basic wokeness when you're dehydrated and itchy?
Well, that's a good question. When the going gets tough, I tend to just retreat to my private flossing station and get a tool up and see how it goes from there.
Right. So given that you're a pretty influential figure around these parts recently, is there any kind of advice you'd have for the more disposable 3 to 5 year old age bracket?
Yeah, I mean, don't get fooled by the rocks that I got. When HR audits hit hard, I like to put extra country-style gravy on my entire contractor team, And I guess the real takeaway here is that the extreme slathering that goes on behind closed doors,
Right, exactly right. All right, guys. Well, I think we've taken enough of his precious time for now. So let me know what you thought of the interview. Leave your comments below. Fax over any other issues you might have on the Betamax wireless, and we'll try to get back to you with our mobile app. Okay?
Peace out.